What's going on, America? This is Kevin from Kevin's Corner, and I'm back. I know some people thought maybe after I released that video the other day that the man got to me. And if you don't know which video I'm talking about, it's the one where I was talking about Obama's wonderful, amazing speech that he gave in Illinois. Now, if you ever know or watch my videos, most of the time, you know, I'm just straight. I'm a conservative when it comes down to just politics and so on and so forth. So people who are subscribed to my channel, they were shocked. They were sitting there listening to it. Some of them, I didn't know people like listen to me and not watch it. So some people was commenting. The comments were crazy. I mean, it was just unbelievable the response that I got from that video. But nonetheless, some people were washing or doing something like that, washing dishes, and they heard me. I was like, wait a minute, is Kev being held hostage? Is somebody done stuck a gun to his head, like made him read it? Like, I do like Obama. He is very nice, and he did a lot for our country. Is that good? Yeah, they thought I was being held by gunpoint. No, it was an experiment. I didn't realize I was gonna get the reaction that I got. I mean, the video has just been going crazy. So I thank y'all, first of all, for watching it. But secondly, I wanted to prove a point that we as conservative commentators are being censored. Right now, that video has not been demonetized. Commercial after commercial. When I watch it, I be seeing like 3 commercials pop up. It's like they gave me some bonus commercials for saying nice things about Obama. And if you don't know how YouTube works, when you're demonetized, no commercials will run on your video. When you are monetized, the commercials will run and then they rate it. You know, they kind of, if people watch the whole commercial, then you get some pennies on a dollar or whatever. And if they watch half, you get X amount. They click off of it, you get nothing. Okay, yeah, it made me develop a greater appreciation of those commercials when I start doing this, because this helps us make a living doing what we do, you know. So now when I watch other people's videos, it'd be some long commercials sometime, but I'd be like, I'm gonna watch it. I gotta support my brothers. But nonetheless, that is how we get paid. So when they demonetize us, it's their way of punishing us. And they use the excuse of, well, this isn't appropriate for advertisement. And I'm going, well, who says that? You know, kind of makes me upset, because I'm going, who is this imaginary person determining that? So I came up with a clever way to get around it by using sign language, which basically is me writing the opposite of what I was saying and showing the people through a sign, and it worked wonderfully. Not only was it hilarious to the people, but it also got around their algorithms that go, you know, use, I guess, voice recognition or word recognition or something like that. And so far so good. I'm still running commercials. So if you're out there and you got to get a real private message out there, I might have found the key to success, y'all. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for supporting that. Now, before we get into today's video, I want to just give a shout out to Extreme Tees, my sponsor. Great shirt. Check them out. The links will be in the bottom. Now, have you ever met somebody who was such a crook or a criminal or a pathological liar where they get busted and red-handed and still alive? I mean, it's almost like they just lying for nothing. It's like that crook that you say, dude, I'm standing here looking at you with the gun in your hand and all the bodies around you, and you go, when I came in, I found it just like this, and I just picked the gun up and it's still smoking. And you going, I don't understand. Why don't you just own it? Why don't you just say, yeah, I just shot up a whole bunch of people? You can't do that? I mean, you know, just lying for nothing. I got a friend, he lies for nothing. You know, I crack up because I say to myself, I say, dude, you don't have to lie to me. I'm your boy. He's lying to me over stuff that I'm going, you ain't trying to, I mean, I'm not a girl you're trying to impress. I'm not a job you're trying to get. Nothing. You ain't got to lie about this. It's just unnecessary stuff. He might come up with something drastic like, yeah, man, I just flew in from Mars, man. It was crazy up there, man. You like, what? One time when we was kids, he said, yeah, we said, what happened, man? I thought you was going to Germany. He said, yeah, man, you know, I was about to go to Germany, man, but you know what happened? On the tarmac, we was about to take off. We took off, and I realized that I had my dad's walkie-talkie wristwatch on. So I asked the pilot, man, my dad need that walkie-talkie wristwatch. So he turned it around and dropped me off, and I had to stay. I said, so he turned a Boeing 747 around just for your dad's walkie-talkie wristwatch? And he was like, yeah, just lying for nothing. Just lying for nothing. And it's amazing when you run across somebody who can lie with a straight face like that. Which brings me to our subject today, Peter Strzok and Lisa Paige. When does the lies stop, y'all? When does Jeff Sessions realize that these two are lying and corrupt? Apparently, some more text messages came out between the two lovebirds about their diabolical scheme to get President Trump. And they were talking about how they were going to, I guess, leak some information to the press. Now, of course, you get the first text where my man Peter is talking to Lisa, and he's like, well, hold up. Before you leave, I wanted to talk to you about the media leak strategy with DOJ before you leave. Now, I'm wondering, what leak media strategy are you talking about, Pete? That's what we all want to know, okay? But then the message is leaked out to the media. 2 days later, he sends another text to Lisa talking about some well done. Well done. What's well done? Now, here's the irony of this all, okay? This is the straight up irony of it, because we seen Peter tell everybody with a straight face when he was lying to Congress, and he said, oh, when I said we will stop him, no, I wasn't talking about us, meaning the FBI. No, I was talking about the American people were going to vote him out, vote against his, his policies or whatever, with a straight face. I mean, everybody in the world, if you're not careful, if you're not a sane, rational person, he was such a great liar, you might have been like, wow, that kind of, it looked like he was very sincere. You might even believe some of this garbage. It's kind of like when your kid get busted lying and you come in and you're talking about hey man, didn't I tell you not to get that ice cream? Why are you getting ice cream? And your kid looks at you with a straight face and says, I was getting it for you. And you going, you done got busted red-handed and your only excuse was I was getting it for you. I had a kid one time who lied. It was so convincing that I had to second question my own logic, my own eyeballs. This kid was a special ed kid. I was a special ed coordinator. And this dude was sitting in the classroom. He asked his teacher, can I sharpen my pencil? He gets up to sharpen his pencil. He walks by this kid while the teacher's writing on the board. He goes, gets his pencil sharpened, comes back. Now there's little bags that hang on the back of the kid's desk, chair. So this guy grabs the bag off the back of this kid's chair, throws the bag over his head, tightens it, and gives him about 5 good ones, right? Takes the bag off, throws it on the back of the chair, goes sit down like nothing happened. So the kid's sitting there rubbing his neck, and he raises his hand, teacher, so-and-so just choked me with my bag on the back of my chair. This guy looks at the teacher like, man, I don't know what this dude talking about, man. He lying. I ain't choking him. None of the other kids told on him. So I pulled a tape. Sure enough, that's exactly what happened. So I suspended the kid, sent him home. His grandmother comes up, of course, gonna jump on me before she sees all the evidence, right? Just gonna take the kid's word over mine. I guess nowadays the kids are the victims in school. Is probably why they act a fool, and the education system's so messed up, because parents are now enablers, along with the new rules where you can't invoke corporal punishment, because back in the day, I'd have gave him some of these. I'd have laid into him with the full-blown knee up, with the swing. But no, you can't do that nowadays. So I suspended him, and this guy, his grandmother is arguing with me. I said, ma'am, have a seat. I want to show you something. Click, turn on the video. She watches the video. Sure enough, that's exactly what happened. She just drops her head. I look over at the kid, say, what do you have to say about that? With a straight face, this guy leans in, looks at it, and says, that's not me. Straight face. It was so convincing. I was like, what the? Man, that's him. I was asking my other partners, that is him, right? That's him, right? I said, yeah, that looks like him. Yeah. Had me confused. That is how great of a liar this kid was. Straight little sociopath, man. Wasn't me. I mean, I guess he said, you're going to have to earn this. You're going to have to get some DNA samples, some blood samples, some fingerprints around the back of the back. Something. And even then, he probably would have been like, what? Oh, so I guess I'm the only one with fingerprints? Dude, we got your DNA. Or I'm the only one with DNA, right? Mm-hmm. But look, we heard you yelling your name. So I'm the only one with this name? I mean, it was lie after lie after lie. And that is what Peter Strzok, Lisa Paige, and the rest of the FBI people that were involved in this are doing. Straight up lying about it, hiding evidence, covering it up, and Jeff is nowhere to be found. It's unbelievable. So check this out. Here's the lie. You ready for this one, y'all? We're supposed to believe this. Okay, so Peter Strzok's lawyer releases a statement, and he says that that this is simply a misleading statement, because what they were really trying to do is stop leaking to the media. He said the term leak strategy refers to the department-wide initiative to stop or prevent leaking to the media. then since they didn't do it, since the leak went out about Carter Page, which of course led to them justifying their ability to go ahead and spy on the Trump campaign with that FISA warrant. That's what it led to. That's the real goal. See, Carter Page was nothing more than a chess piece. He was simply just a pawn. They had to leapfrog over him to get to the people they really want to get to. So they set it up all in motion by using Carter Page. But they leaked it to the media. Now, here's the crazy part. If the strategy, the leak strategy he was talking about, that basically was the safety net. Yeah, that's what it was. So if that was the case, my question then is, why did you tell Lisa Page, good job? Obviously, she failed because it was leaked to the media. So what's so good of a job about that, Pete? So once again, we see how corrupt and how much they are lying, but nobody's holding them accountable because Jeff Sessions is siding somewhere. It's kind of like that bit that they did on the Family Guy when they had George Bush up in the tree and Brian's nose sniffed him out. He was hiding, and Brian said, "Mr. President, you need to come out the tree." He's like, "No." And he said, "But Hurricane Trina has just destroyed everything and we need you." And he was like, "Don't make me do stuff." Yeah, right now, that is Jeff Sessions. Jeff Sessions is hiding somewhere. And when they say, "Jeff, come out here, we need your help," he's like, "Don't make me do stuff." Yeah, he doesn't want to do stuff right now. And I'm shocked because I'm able to tell that these people are lying, but yet they have the ability to throw out something that simply contradicts our logic, our eyes, our ears, our own conscience, our own just practicality, all of that stuff. I'm sitting there like, what is he talking about? This is something I want to ask somebody in the FBI right now. Like, is that a common strategy that you guys use? Because if that's the case, you're horrible at it. Horrible. All these leaks going around and nobody investigating them. Yeah, I know now why when Trump got in office and all these leaks were happening, the DOJ was not investigating it, because they were leaking it. Many people from their own office and program were the leaks. That's why they were like, we'll get to it one of these days. We're gonna find out. I'm sure the person's gonna tell on himself after a while. Well, now we know who the people were. Sigh. Do something, Jeff. Never mind. No, you forget it. I'm not even gonna ask you to do anything, Jeff. Just keep doing what you're doing. Let's just ride this out through November, and then we'll get him out of there. We'll get him out. Hopefully we'll see some justice, people. Anyway, you've been listening to Kevin and Kevin's Corner. Thanks again for supporting my videos. Thanks again for supporting my channel. If you want to support Kevin and Kevin's Corner, just in case they go back to the norm of demonetizing my videos, there are links in the bottom to do so. Also, don't forget to check out Extreme Tees. Check me out Wednesday nights, which today happens to be a Wednesday. I'm going to be live radio. I'll put the link in the bottom of this as well. Also, send me an invite on Facebook, on, I guess, Twitter. And I did open up an Instagram page. I'm still working on that. I ain't too good with the Instagram yet. But anyway, you can even find me on Instagram under Kevin's Corner. All right? God bless you. See you next time in Kevin's Corner. God bless you. God bless America.